Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
All right. Again, what's Mr. Alex? Thank you so much for your summary. You took the words out of my mouth. Now I don't know what to say again. But I'm going to say something. So, you know, as we were sitting in there and having these conversations, I was just looking at my own household and how we operate in our household. And it just made sense. So that's why I came up with the narrative of a coach and a player. If you have a family of one, that's one player. If you have a family of 5, that's a basketball team. If you have 11 children, that's FIFA, football. It's not good. But the message was this: comprehend what needs to be comprehended and know your role as a parent in the lives of your children. Now, there was a message that Mr. Vita, I don't know if he's here, he made mention of something. He said, if the foundation is not solid as a coach in the household, when the kids go out there to actually participate in those sports activities, there's nothing to be done because they won't even listen to the coach. There's no work anymore. So I say that to say this: if you have experienced pain for the sake of love, that's when you know you really love him. Or maybe vice versa. If you haven't experienced pain in love, you haven't even started loving. So I encourage us as parents to make sure that our children look up to us and not want to run away from us. So that way they don't go on social media for advice. They don't go to their friends for advice. Let them come to you for advice as the coach that they have in the house. And some unifying factors that we can be able to leverage to accomplish this goal and this vision. Number 1, communication. It's very important to have that dialogue. One thing I love about my father especially, he tells us all the time, you guys are privileged. He has 3 boys. And this is his message every single time. You guys are privileged to have me, to be able to have dialogue with you all everything. And as we're having this conversation, it does make sense how much now that plays a huge role in my life, because all I do is have conversations with people on a daily basis because I've gotten that habit. Number 2, understanding. You see, one thing we have to understand is we all have roles to play. And if you don't know your role, ask questions. I realize that some of us have difficulty in asking questions. It doesn't matter how old you are, ask questions. Somebody will provide you the answer. If not, pray. Get on your knees, ask God. He will provide you more wisdom to be able to coach your children well. Number 3, tolerance. Be able to tolerate what's going on. If your parents can tolerate you, why not tolerate them? Don't chase them away. Bring them closer. Give them wise words. Let them be able to see that, okay, they have a safe space at home before they start looking for anything else out there. Number 4, humility. I think that's the biggest one. You see, humility is one thing that you have to model. It's not something that you tell somebody. You actually have to live it on a daily basis. So if we don't comprehend what humility means, it just means doing the work that God sent you here to do and stop looking for title or recognition. Because no matter what, He is the overseer. He gets all the recognition. We are just here to do the work. So if you have that kind of mindset, you will see how your life just changed, because all you're focused on is impact, giving back, doing what needs to be done in the lives of not only your children, but also the community in general. So let's keep that in mind as well. And last but not the least, love. Love to the point where, in fact, you love yourself first before you can love anybody else. It's very important, because if you don't love yourself, you find it super hard to love somebody else. And that's where aggression comes in. That's where all types of characteristics that you don't like and you don't want to see, not only yourself but other people, comes around. So with these 5 unifying factors that Father shared with us today, leverage that information to yourself to the best of your ability. And for my fellow young adults who are in this room, as much as this is for the parents, this is also for us to remember for when is our dawn. If we are getting the example for us right now, then we need to model that ourselves every single day, up until that moment where we now have our own, to be able to pass the baton. That's how legacy starts. Thank you so much.